This is Kanye West, and the only thing I like more than a big bowl of Skyline chili and my ex-wife's fat fucking ass is listening to Wild Bill, Justin, and Jim the producer on the Angry Algorithms podcast.
We're back. I'm back from my trip out west. It was phenomenal. We'll get into some details in a little bit, but I wanted to start. I'm wearing this t-shirt, right? It says, I am delivered, right? So I got home from work yesterday, and Mars is like, yo, there's mail for you or something. It looks like, I'm like, what is it? She said, it looks like a t-shirt. I said, who the fuck mailed me a shirt? She said, I don't know. Open it up. So I'm opening this thing up, and it looks like a skull, because it is. And it's melting in a rainbow form. I'm like, oh shit, might be a fucking dead t-shirt or something, right? No, it's not. I'm like, and I'm not understanding it. Right? I'm like, what the fuck? So I look at the packing slip and I'm like, I am deliberate. What the fuck does that mean? I am deliberate. And I'm like, well, maybe it's like I am delivered, but like, and then I looked and I was like, oh, well, maybe the company's from India and they just fucking spelled it wrong or some shit, right? But then I'm like, who the fuck sent the fucking shirt, dude? I'm like, now I'm like, all right, it's got to be the I am delivered from the video that we've played many times, right? I'm not gay no more. I'm delivered. So I'm like, well, now somebody's probably fucking with me, which doesn't narrow it down. You know what I mean?
No.
It didn't narrow it down. So I'm like, what the fuck, man? So I went and fucking got in the shower and I came out to the living room. I'm like, let me call Justin. So I called Justin and I'm like, yo, you know that I'm not gay, and I didn't even finish getting it out. And he starts fucking cracking the fuck up, dude. Loud enough that Mars heard him in the other room through the fucking AirPods. So yeah. Nice surprise. Thank you. I don't know if the shirt worked, but I feel deliberate. You know what I mean?
Yeah, no problem, man. It's Pride Month.
It's Pride Month, and I know you didn't want to have me out here half stepping, so thanks.
Yeah.
Appreciate you.
Yeah, no problem, bro.
Appreciate you.
That's what friends are for.
I feel left out.
Also,
sorry, Jim. I didn't have your address.
You don't feel too bad.
You might be still gay.
Don't feel too bad because I went to a baby shower for my cousin Bo over the weekend, and saw my Uncle Tom. And when I got in there, he's like, "Yo, man, what's up?" He's like, "Your podcast sucks, dude." So I'm like, yeah, some people think so. And I said, then we got out back and he was like, so
he wants to be on it. He wants to be
and then he's asking questions. Well, clearly that's why he said it, because he wanted us to talk about him right now. So that's what's going to happen. So then
you know what I got to say to, what's his name?
Uncle Tom.
Uncle Tom. Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Is he an Uncle Tom?
I fucked up. Damn
it. I mean, he was like, yo, you got a picture of your crew? And I was like, why? What do you want to take a mental photo and go fucking whack off later, you fucking creep? So yeah, that was a good time. But yeah, I was out fucking, the Sphere was
go fuck yourself.
There it is.
That's what I want to tell Uncle Tom.
That's what it was. Yeah, the Vegas trip. So I'm back from Sodom and Gomorrah. Vegas was exactly like I thought it was. Sodom and Gomorrah and a giant fucking pile of trash as far as the fucking strip is concerned. But and Jim's gonna put up some pictures or whatever because I finally did take pictures, like went on a trip and actually took pictures. Like I told everyone, we were there for the Dead and Company at the Sphere.
It's
they had a
just
bunch.
Sphere.
The Sphere.
It's not the. It's just Sphere. I was corrected when I was telling someone about it. They're like, there's no the in front of it. It's just Sphere.
Okay. So you can tell the person play that soundbite again.
Fuck yourself. Yeah, go
right
fuck
there.
yourself.
Yeah. Go fuck yourself.
Yeah,
whoever
that's
corrected
what you
Jim.
say when somebody's a literal asshole like that. Yeah, go fuck yourself.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I called Justin and checked in a couple times too and was like, I don't know, the strip not necessarily for me, like $8 a bottle of fucking water. So I'd put in a call to my aunt and or a text because I didn't let her know that I was going out prior. And she fucking came by Saturday. We got in there Friday, and then Saturday came by and fucking went grocery shopping, and we were only there for 4 days. Yeah, zoom in on that. That's at the Hoover Dam.
Yeah, I've been there. That's pretty impressive, that bridge.
The Pat Tillman Bridge. So we're walking across that. Yeah, so we're walking across. So we went out to the Sphere. The concert was great. I think it's the new shit. But then Monday, my aunt came and scooped us up, and we went way off the fucking, not in that. She didn't pick us up in that fucking Volkswagen fucking van. Took us way off the reservation and then literally onto a reservation. So we went hiking all the way out by almost out towards the Utah border, then back down, came back down south, did all around Lake Mead, Lake Las Vegas. I threw some Pod Squad stickers. Maybe we all might have went by Area 51. Also, definitely the day that we were out there, those silver monoliths started popping back up in the same desert. I know we talked about them a long time ago, during the pandemic, all those silver monoliths started popping up in Vegas and all over the world. I actually laid down on the fucking, no, that's not anything to do with Vegas. Yeah. I laid down on the fucking, the ground to take that one. That was a fucking sick photo. Look at the fucking
very
orbs
artistic.
next to the sun. Yeah, look at the orbs next to the sun, dude. Yeah.
I tell you. I thought this was from a magazine.
Yeah, no, that was me.
Look at you.
Yeah, that was me. I was on my camera shit out there, dog.
Little photon.
Yeah, I think that part of the trip was way more cool. And then I was on my hippie shit, and I kind of just, it was weird. I always generally take and Justin knows this, when I go on trips or someplace do shit like that, nature or whatever, I'll take my shoes off, barefoot, and
you
ground yourself or whatever. Yeah. So when we got to this one place where we were hiking or whatever, I kind of just took them off and had done it there. And then my aunt tells me that the place that we're at is called Seven Sisters Park or Monument. It's these big giant fucking rock monoliths and shit. And I was at where I was doing the bare feet thing, was the oldest of the rock formation, the oldest of the sisters. And on my mom's side of the family, I just lost my aunt. She was the matriarch of the family, and there are 7 sisters. I had no idea, and I'm just wandering around doing the barefoot thing. So, yeah, I think I think doing that, having that experience, the whole desert thing and all that outside and after Vegas, I think was a or the strip rather, was a big turnaround, we'll say. Like, kind of like brought the trip back up a couple of points, we'll say.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Most
You
definitely.
felt like at one with nature.
Yeah, and then the fucking if you go back on the one picture, we saw some fucking ancient aliens to fucking 4,000-year-old petroglyphs.
Right.
Can
Petroglyphs.
Can you go
Yeah,
back?
because we was everywhere, man.
Yeah.
We
Not
was
that
everywhere building pyramids and shit.
one.
They said it's pyramids and sphinx in the what's it called? The Grand Canyon.
Oh, did I not send it? Or did it not go through?
I may have missed it. I
I
got
fucking missed it because you just thought it looked like a fucking giant rock. Yeah, they're fucking like giant fucking cave drawings. And the question I asked, I said, but they were on the side of this fucking rock. You had to fucking walk up a set of steps. You know what I mean? Like that they built now. You know what I mean? It's still a set of steps. And I'm like, how the fuck did they get all the way up there? And then my aunt goes, well, you're thinking about it wrong. And I'm like, maybe what? And she's like, all of this was underwater. And I said, all right, well, then how the fuck did they hold their breath that long to fucking do, you know what I mean?
It was underwater at one point, yeah.
everything was underwater at one point.
Yeah, they had the Great Flood.
Yeah, well, I don't even know about as far as if that was the part of the Great Flood, but like that whole area was definitely underwater. Like it was all part of the Colorado River at the time.
Yeah.
But also that doesn't make sense because the time, I don't know if I'm buying that necessarily because the timestamp that they put on like when the Colorado was flowing through there and 4,000 years ago, those kind of don't correlate.
Yeah.
Also, I'm not a fucking cartographer or a fucking map maker or whatever either.
Yeah.
So
you're like, this doesn't correlate. The numbers aren't adding up. Like,
yeah,
nigga.
and we've seen how bad I do math numbers sometimes on here. So yeah. But yeah, I just right, yeah, maybe. I know what I'm not. Might not be that, but I know I'm deliberate. Yeah, I just that part was a cool experience. And the fucking the spheres, that's fucking insane. It's absolutely insane. And Bean's checking in and letting us know that the Grand Canyon is a portal to Africa. I know, I did it, Bean. That's what I was trying to tell everyone without telling everyone. I did it. I found it. Matters of fact, Bean, when I called Justin, the first thing I said was, I found it. And you were like, found what? What are you talking about? And I'm like, the portal. And you're like, what portal? At the Grand Canyon. Yeah, it was this, but it looked like the sphere shit looks like it makes you feel like you're actually there, dude.
Like, yeah, I hear it's incredible.
Like what? Like, wherever they're showing on the screen?
Yeah. Yeah, like
this picture doesn't do it justice, but like
no, that was just to give you the effect that I made it to Area 51 or S4 for Bob Lazard, the reverse engineered craft. That's what I was leading everyone. But yeah, that's just the still frame image that they have before you come in, like, or as everyone is entering or whatever.
I'm surprised you ain't do no shrooms out there.
Yeah, you really didn't have to. The fucking, as far as for there, the venue did them for you.
Yeah, I would have wanted to anyway. Fuck all that.
Yeah. Although I kind of felt, I might have, but I kind of felt a little fucking weirded out by some of the fans. It didn't. I told Jim this the other day. It didn't feel like your typical or regular Dead fans.
Was they smoking in there?
Yes. Yeah. I happened to be sitting next to this old head, and he was fucking zonked out of his fucking gourd, dude. He was fucking so fucked up, dude. And it was great. It was great. So he started getting high, and then I slid in because I was on the end seat. So then I moved in one, and then he's like, he's getting high. And then he passes it to me, and then I gave it back. I only did one because he's a stranger. And then he gave it to the guy in front of him. And then I started getting high on a joint that I got, and then, or I had, or whatever. And then once I was like done with it, I like was going to pass it to him, and he's not paying attention. But then he sees it, and as he sees it, he's like, looks like he was like doing one of these where he was going to start fucking falling over, like backwards.
Yeah.
So I grabbed his arm, and he just tensed up, and then I just like moved him forward, and then he was like, and then he's still looking down, and he's like, oh. He started freaking. He's like, "Oh man,
was it Gary Busey?
Fuck, there's fucking. It kind of like Gary. If he had if Gary Busey had a little brother named Barry, like Barry Busey, that was the guy. You know what I mean? That was
Barry
him.
Busey.
He's like, "There's levels, and we just went up." I'm like, "Yeah, that's how levels work, dude." Fucking Barry Busey.
So the audience was not the typical Dead and Company audience. They were kind of like, if you're in the wrestling world, they're kind of like marks, like phonies.
Some of them were, I think. And although taking all things into consideration, I guess you're not, in some regards, going to get typical Dead fans, so to speak, if that's really a thing. Because like it wasn't a fucking cheap out. You know what I mean?
No.
Yeah.
Like it definitely wasn't a fucking cheap out. I mean, there could have been ways to like cut costs. Like we probably didn't have to stay at the fucking Bellagio, but we did.
It shouldn't be that. It shouldn't be that expensive to stay out Vegas.
No,
you could stay at the Luxor for $39 and get the clap.
We walked through the Flamingo. I feel like I might have gotten an STD just walking through there.
Yeah, I ain't going there when I was out there.
Yeah,
wild out there.
We just walked through. It was.
Do they still have the guys with the hooker cards on the street?
Yes. Yeah.
They flick them and they hand it. Yeah.
Yeah. And then dude, when we were walking, you know how they have the fucking Chippendale dudes, the fake ones that are just like basically just out front, just scamming you to get a picture. You know what I mean? You take a picture, and then after you take the picture, they're like, "Oh, it's $25, whatever."
Mm-hmm.
So like it wasn't all the way nighttime yet. It was like maybe 5, 6. So still kind of early, definitely early for Vegas. And we're walking around, and Mars goes, "Oh, look. You see something wrong with that?" And I'm looking around, and I'm like, "Something wrong with what?" And she's like, and I just saw, to me, just 2 regular ass dudes, like with cowboy hats on with no shirts. You know what I mean? Didn't seem that odd because we're out west. You know what I mean? And she's like, "Nah, look at those Chippendale guys." And I'm like, "Huh?" I'm like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Those are the I said, "Those are the Chippendale guys?" I said, "You sure?" And she's like, "Yeah." I'm like, "They look like they could be like fucking rodeo clowns at fucking Cowtown Rodeo, dude." You know what I mean? Like, I was like, "Wow, I guess Chippendale's really fun." But then I guess later on, they were like the great value ones, like the fucking early crowd, and then
they wasn't hung like the other guys, right?
I'm not fucking getting into like whether they're pontificating about how they were hung.
They wasn't packing like the real Chippendale guys.
No, I mean physically they just looked like fucking like before Captain America becomes Captain America, and he's just a skinny little fucking weasel dude.
Yeah.
They look like that, and I was like, how the fuck are you trying to sell sex and you look like that, bro? Like, fuck.
Because they banking on drunk fat white bitches that's out there for a bachelorette party to take a picture with
Right.
them.
Exactly.
They got girls out there too doing the same thing.
Yeah. Honestly, I thought some of the hookers were dressed better than some of the chicks that were just out there.
I went there for a bachelor party 18 years ago,
Yeah.
and we were collecting all the cards from the guys just as a joke, and we had them all
Here
sprawled out.
you go. You always doing shit as a joke, Jim. Fuck out of here.
Just
First you
just own
first
it.
you was strolling. You was strolling fucking Camden to see hookers as a joke. Now
Right.
you in fucking, Vegas.
Now we're in Vegas doing it.
Collecting the cards as a joke. All
Yeah,
right.
the cards were a joke.
You're a real fucking jokey guy. You know that? So what happened, Jim? Did you fuck him as a joke?
So we're down in the we're down in the lobby bar, and my buddy picks up this girl, and he thinks he picks up this girl, and we're like, dude, she's totally a hooker. He's like, no, dude, no, I picked her up, man. We're gonna go out later. So she comes up to our room, and she's like, oh my god, you guys got so many of these cards. I bet I'm on one of these. And we're like, uh-huh. And my buddy's like, fuck. I thought I picked up a girl.
So she blew his cover.
Yeah, she blew his cover, all right.
She blew his cover, all right.
She blew everybody's cover in that motherfucker, all right. That's what she did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I
How
can
much
neither
for the whole?
confirm or deny that. I mean, I didn't have
How
any
much-
part of it, but
How much for the whole team? How much for the whole team? I got my Amex card.
They had a fucking bukkake party in that bitch.
Barry Busey's bukkake party.
before Bukkake was cool.
Yeah, before before it was fucking before it was cool. But yeah, before we move on or whatever, just wanted to thank my aunt for coming through, because
Shout out to your aunt.
shout out to my aunt Laura. It was yeah, dude, fucking $8 for a fucking bottle of water.
Uh-huh.
I said, what the fuck, dude? That's crazy. $8 for a fucking bottle of water. So, in a very Italian-like fashion, she reached out and was like, nah, fucking, she went, she fucking dropped off the snacks and then showed me how you get free water in the fucking, all the places and all that kind of shit. So, and, yeah, it was nice to be able to catch up with family too, because I didn't even really think that was going to be a part of the trip. So it made it even
Yeah,
better.
that's always nice. I got family out there too. My cousin lives out there.
It's just so fucking hot, dude.
I know. I don't know how they can
It's
manage,
just so
but
fucking hot. And Justin was asking too, like, how people say the dry heat and this and that. And like, here's what I would say as far as like the two heats, like with the humidity like we have and then out there. Here with the humidity, it feels like when it starts to get real hot, like the past couple of weeks we've had here, you start to perspire and you sweat or whatever. And
Yes.
it feels like at times it'll get so hot that you can't really take the heat. You'll just pass out and then you die. But out west, it's so hot that as soon as you start to perspire, it just evaporates because it's so fucking hot, and it feels like it's a long, slow death where you die from the inside and the outside. Like you're getting fried inside and out.
kind of like eating
Yeah.
McDonald's for dinner. You die from the
Well,
inside.
And the
Yeah.
out. Maybe. But yeah, it was overall much needed trip. It was good, I would say. And although I don't know how other shows, I know like the Eagles are going to be doing a residency, and Justin and I were talking. He said potentially they were thinking about doing UFC there.
Yes, I heard that.
I would be curious to see how other shows. I know the NHL draft is there next week or this week, tomorrow,
Friday, yeah.
next week,
No, this Friday,
or this
What?
Friday.
28th.
You said NHL?
Yeah,
NHL draft, yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would be curious to see how other, because I think like for bands like Fish and the Dead, where some of the imagery and that and the laser lights kind of shit has already been part of their live set for years.
Right.
I would be curious to see another act's version of how things played out there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I'd like to see like Dave Gilmour from Floyd do a
Something
show
like
there.
something like that would work, or something like Tool.
Yeah,
That would
tour would be
work.
good.
But you know, it's going to be like anything else. They're just going to try and fill the fucking thing up now, right?
Oh yeah, I mean, fuck, it costs $4 billion to build. They gotta
Was that really
fucking sell some seats. Yeah, it costs
that-
$4 billion.
$4 billion?
Yeah.
Oh my god! Yeah, that's why seats were so expensive. Jesus Christ, they probably already made that back, right?
No, I think they reported a loss last year.
That's because they had fucking Grateful Dead in there, dude.
Right.
Yeah, but they also sell advertisement on that shit. It's like $1 million a day or some shit like that.
Yeah, the advertisement on the outside's crazy.
Yeah, it's sick. It's way sick. They had the fucking Grateful Dead head spinning around, fucking steal your face. Fucking sick.
It's the largest and highest resolution screen in the world, I believe.
Damn.
Yeah,
It's like
that's
8K,
why-
I think. I think
That's why
it's
flat screen TVs are so cheap now.
Yeah.
I,
You get a
I was
fucking-
I was watching a thing of how it's built, and it's a bunch of like on the outside it looks like hockey pucks.
Yeah.
Mm.
And so like up close, it doesn't obviously look anything. But when you back up, that's when the resolution is like insane.
That's when it kicks in the farther you get out. So yeah, like, and it just looks like basically your regular dome ass building, and then the outside has just like a fucking honeycomb of fucking high def hockey pucks that fucking all project the image or whatever, right?
Yeah, and they got I know when it's like, I guess when there's no advertising going on, there's a big yellow face,
Yes.
and it like looks up as the airplanes fly over and like blinks and shit as the
Yeah, like
planes fly over it.
like a giant eyeball or something like.
Yeah, it's
fucking one of
wild.
them like one of them fucking minions or whatever.
And they said, I don't know, did you happen to leave while there was music playing or no? Like to go to the bathroom or anything?
Yes, you can't. Yeah, it's
You can't hear any music.
no, and
It's
the
just
closest.
fucking wild.
It's kind of fucking insane. Like you could still hear it once you get out into the concourse level, but like you can tell that it is muffled big time when you're coming through like the concourse tunnel to get
'cause
out.
They're
and
not
then-
amplifying the sound out like a normal
Right.
concert venue. There's 80,000 speakers or whatever it is.
Yeah,
That's where everything's being broadcast through. So once you're behind those speakers, you barely can hear anything, which is it's crazy. But the sound's got to be insane.
yeah, it was. I think the other part it was a little bit like sensory overload, or like overwhelming at times, because, and someone had asked me this, like, or do you just like, are you just fucking so overtaken by that you're not really paying attention to the music because you're so focused on the fucking screen? And I would maybe at times, but like
Yeah, I'm
that's
sure
just
at
'cause-
times.
at times, but that's also just because you're zoning. And that's what I mean by like, I would be interested to see other acts, because I think how the way that they were able to do it, like it was almost like it was symbiotic. Like the music completely matched with the fucking shit. So it was like you weren't overtaken completely by one, as opposed to listening to or hearing the music. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
I
made
mean-
it work. I think they made it work very well. I'll say
I'm looking
that.
at tickets now for the Eagles, and they're for the floor. They're $553.
Yeah,
It's not bad.
that's not terrible.
It's not
Section
terrible.
1. It seems they get more expensive the further out you go.
The
'Cause I guess
top.
Yeah,
that's
'cause
a better
probably-
screen.
Yeah, it's probably like the movie theaters. Like if you sitting real close to the all the way up front, you gotta look up and shit. That shit looks crazy. So yeah, the best
And
seats
some
is
of the-
probably
Up top,
right in
and
the
some of the lower section, up from the floor in the 100 section, the farther you get back, it's you don't see all the way. Like you can see the section above you cuts off.
Section
an awning.
200 tickets are $1,000 a pop. So
Yeah,
like,
they're
that's
gonna-
gotta be,
and they
like,
get-
prime.
And they get
Okay.
more, as you go up. I think maybe
So yeah,
300 and 400 section. Are they more, or is it 200? Is the prime?
They're sold out, so I can't say, but I'm assuming they're probably pretty pricey.
I can tell you that behind the soundboard and in the 200 level in the box, phenomenal. I was only in there a short while, obviously, because I wasn't supposed to be in there, but we did make entrance, and then I was asked to leave. They're like, what are you doing? I said, what do you mean, what am I doing? I'm here for the fucking Grateful Dead. What's it look like? They're like, no, I'm like, yeah, no, I know. Relax. I'm out. Yeah, it was a fucking great time. And I think I don't know if I can see it being the complete wave of the future for shows, but I think that's going to start to be the wave. You know what I mean? Like, as far as, do they start building those outside of Vegas? Maybe give it another year or two to see if they can turn around, or do some things to lessen cost, as to not have to build a $4 billion stadium. But generally, that's kind of how much they are now anyway, right?
To build a full stadium, yeah. I mean, I could see them putting one in New York,
Something like that, something on the East Coast.
LA,
yeah.
Chicago, maybe.
Yeah, I could see that. Shout out to my young buck Jordan, who's on the pod squad. He went down, took a bag of fucking merch for us. All the smalls, mediums, and maybe a couple larges, whatever was left. He took a book bag down and started handing all the shits down in Tampa at Tours tournament I usually go to. Not going this year because don't care that much. But yeah, I got quite a few texts. Got quite a few texts past couple days talking about, yeah, man, you down here? Seeing your fucking shirts everywhere. Said fucking got kids fucking. So shout out to him, and shout out to my buddy Beats. He did win it. He was on last year, Jim, when we did the fucking championship one. He was playing goalie.
Mm-hmm.
That's his 4th national championship since
for him.
2020.
Congrats.
So yeah, him and a couple of other guys that are
big shout out.
that are my guys. You know what I mean? They've been with me. They won. Extremely happy for them. So shout out to the Road Runners. Shout out specifically to Beats, Sant. That's my guy, and Hayden. They that's two for Hayden too. Hayden and Beats both won one together a couple years ago with the Glads.
Nice.
Yeah, but shout out to them. That was the only pressing thing I had.
Well, I want to get into some of these videos we got, because we spent 34 minutes talking about Vegas.
Well, I needed to cover it extensively so that way I get the tax write-off for the fucking tax man. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly. No, I totally get it. So Justin sent this video in the group chat. It's about it's a guy, child predator, gets knocked out after trying to meet up with a 12-year-old boy.
Yeah, these are my favorite videos right now. I've seen a couple of them by these guys, and it's like the To Catch a Predator type situation, and they'll be in like a Walmart or some shit, and the guy thinks he's meeting up with a teenager, and these white guys come up to him and they confront him, and they just start teeing off on him, man. It's the greatest videos ever.
There we go. We ain't smacking no more. We're beating up. Little 12-year-old boy.
Smacking right in
Little
his
12-year-old
face.
boy. Huh?
Kicking him in his ass.
You like that? Is that how you thought you was gonna get fucked tonight?
Oh,
That's a sleeper.
high kick.
That's what
High
you call a
kick right to
sleeper.
the face. He sleep.
He looks handicapped.
You gonna
Yeah,
do
I
it
was gonna
again?
say there's definitely something
Now.
wrong with this dude.
Yeah. He looked handicapped, right?
He started snoring.
Yeah, he was out. Yeah,
So
I mean,
what?
there's something
Yeah.
definitely
So
wrong
what?
with that
So do
guy.
they go? I think I might have. I don't know if it's that guy or a version of what that guy's doing.
A lot of different guys do it.
Yeah. So it's popping up.
There's a couple different YouTubers they do the shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, I even seen one with a celebrity version where they brought on a celebrity. The singer Ty Dolla $ign.
So wait. So hold on. So they got a celebrity to host.
All right, so the guy who does the videos, Vitali. You remember Vitali videos? He was a popular YouTuber. He would do crazy shit.
Maybe if I
think-
seen him.
Yeah, if you seen, he was like some Russian dude, I think. But he started doing the Predator videos, and he would bring on celebrities. So I saw one where it was Ty Dolla $ign. So Ty Dolla $ign, he did an album. The last album that Kanye put out, he was on it with him.
Yeah.
And he shows up. He shows up to the the Predator meetup and shit. And that shit is just hilarious. Like, what the fuck is Ty Dolla $ign doing catching predators? Like, that shit is fucking genius. It's a genius idea.
For like, what do you mean? Like, it's a genius idea for Ty Dolla $ign, or
No, for the YouTuber to do celebrity predator videos. Like, they didn't. But this guy Vitali, he didn't hit the guy though. They didn't beat the dude up. They would just
Yeah, I've seen
expose
them
him.
before where they just expose them. These guys obviously put a spin on it by beating the shit out of the
by
guy.
doing by doing the
Yeah,
physical.
these
So
guys.
what happens when they get shut down for fucking posting assault videos?
Who
Well, I
gives a
mean,
fuck?
I mean,
Oh,
you
I'm just,
gotta
I'm-
assume that guy's gonna press charges, right? I mean,
or someone. Yeah, I mean, eventually they're gonna
But
fucking.
somebody might press charges, but it's like, are they going to press charges? Because you got caught in a sting operation trying to get a kid. So it's like, do I want this type of heat on me? Like,
I don't know. Maybe if you need to help, maybe fucking sue the guy to pay your medical. And I'm not condoning whatever the fuck they're doing. I'm just saying.
not at all.
yeah,
I'm just saying from a legal standpoint. You know what I mean?
yeah, I don't
What
care.
he's
I
doing
don't
is
care about
not,
that.
right. What he's doing is not right. And what the other dude is he just fucking sidekicked his fucking head off. You know what I
It's
mean?
kind of like what your parents used to say: two wrongs don't make a right.
Yeah.
But obviously,
but-
one is a lot more wrong than the
Or
other.
how about this? How about
two wrongs.
How
can
about
be
he
fucking
sidekick?
hilarious.
Or how about he sidekicks the fucking wrong person's head off one day, right? Like, oh, that's not actually the guy. He's just sitting right next to the guy, and he just comes up and just smokes the dude in a fucking McDonald's or whatever, right?
Or it's his twin brother.
It's his, or it's his twin brother. Yeah, fuck him. Whatever, but that guy definitely looked like a fucking retarded fucking Dagestani mutant. Like there was something wrong with him prior to getting head kicked, right? Like,
Yeah,
and what I mean by that is also definitely something in addition to him having a Strong sex. Yeah, look at that. He's thirsty. Come on, come on, dude. Come on, look at that guy. Look at him. Yeah, look at him, dude.
He's not definitely not playing with a full deck.
No, and he's got pink eye. And he's got pink eye.
Yeah, the one guy.
Looks like they're in a truck yard. Maybe you'll run into him one day, Josh.
Oh,
Oh
shit,
yeah,
look
yeah,
here.
they definitely had a truck stop. They had a truck stop. He
Man.
the one guy, they was in a Walmart and he fought back.
Oh, did he?
Yeah, he started fighting back. He was like, "Hey, fuck this." But then they start screaming out, this guy is here to meet a 13-year-old girl."
Yeah. And
Like
then the whole
one-
parking lot rolls up. Yeah.
So everybody just let it happen. They like, fuck it, whatever, fuck him. Like
Yeah.
the one dude, I don't think this dude was even a part of the video. He was just a bystander, and he saw them recording the video, and he's like, yeah, he's like, what happened? He's like, this guy came here to meet a 13-year-old girl. He's like, what? He was like, you a pedophile? He was like, man, I don't fuck with that shit, and he punched the dude right in his face. he was like, I got a 14-year-old daughter. I don't play that shit. Bow.
Bow, 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 bow. That's it.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
fucking videos are hilarious. Yeah,
My
my type of entertainment.
So I got confused so you had sent that earlier or whatever, and then when we were sending the pictures, you sent that again, and then the article.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh shit, are these related? And then I was like, oh well, you know what? Fuck that guy. I'm glad, you know what I mean? I'm glad he got fucking scissor kicked right in his fucking face. And then I was like, oh no, these are two different stories.
Yeah.
But the other one that you sent said Edward Kang. Now this is a separate story, not related to fucking that other guy that looks like Edward Kang, maybe. Edward Kang, 20, allegedly took an overnight flight from Newark to Jacksonville. The victim's stepfather reported being awakened by screams for help, he said. Kang snuck into the victim's house in Fernandina Beach, dressed in black with a mask and gloves at 2 a.m. on Sunday. When he went to see what was going on, he found his stepson on the ground struggling with the attacker, who was in possession of a hammer. The sheriff reported, maybe it was David DePepe, the sheriff reported that Kang got angry at the victim while playing the multiplayer game ArcheAge. Told his mom he was visiting a friend in Florida and left. The victim suffered severe but non-life-threatening head wounds, and Kang is being held at the Nassau County Jail on attempted murder and burglary charges. So Eddie Kang and this bull are playing a fucking video game. Dude goes up on him, and he didn't like it, so he hops a flight from Newark to Jacksonville, tracks the dude's address down, sneaks in his fucking house at fucking 2 a.m. and tries to bludgeon him to death with a fucking hammer.
I mean, you really got to be pissed off. I mean, you got a lot of time to think about it.
You got to be mad for that long. Like, you got to be consistently mad. Like, yo, I play video games and I definitely get mad, but I've gotten mad to the point where I used to throw the joysticks and break them, but I don't do that no more. I just it's whatever. But to be that mad at the dude you playing against and fucking book a flight. Look, first of all, he got his IP address and he did some nerd shit and got him and found his home address, and booked the flight, flew down there, broke into the crib and started beating his ass with a hammer. Like, that shit is dedication. Like, that's true dedication right there, yo. There's some sick fucks out there.
Well, here is the mugshot of Eddie Kang.
Oh, stop. Is that really him, dude?
Yeah, it's really him.
Yeah.
Fucking Eddie Kang.
Oh, my God.
That's him, man.
Fucking Eddie Kang. He didn't even do the music.
Oh man, I'm slacking. It's been a couple weeks.
Oh shit.
Preview.
I was playing it. I was playing a game last night, and this guy was making me mad because he kept fucking doing this. I was playing Madden, and he kept doing this fucking reverse, this wide receiver reverse that kept working. No matter what defense I picked, he would fucking get a big gain or a touchdown on the shit every time. I'm like, yo, you really gonna use this glitchy play on me the whole game? He was just laughing, like, yeah. I was
And it
like,
was-
all right, you got it. Fuck you.
And it was Eddie Kane.
Nah,
Eddie
it wasn't
Kane?
Eddie. It was
Was
some
his
nigga.
handle EK44?
Yeah.
Yeah,
praising.
man. People crazy, man. People take this shit way too serious. Like, shit, on Call of Duty, people would be so racist on there. Like back in the day, oh man, you don't know how many times I got called a nigger on
Whoa.
Call of Duty.
Damn.
Shit, on matter of
Full
fact,
R.
a couple months ago, I was playing Madden against this. I was playing against this white kid, and the white kid I was beating his ass. He was so mad, he started calling me nigger, and I was like, "Damn, man!" I was like, "You just gonna call me a nigger, huh?" I was like, "I'm gonna tell your mom on you, yo. Don't say it too loud." I like, don't say it too loud because your mom might hear you in the other room.
How-
You gotta record these conversations.
I don't know
That's-
how to. I wish I did. I
Oh
wish
man.
I wanna start streaming when I play the video game.
Yes. Yes. We need to see that.
Yeah, man.
I will
Yeah.
tune in for that.
These dudes is crazy.
Yeah, let's start making money off of little white kids using the hard R on you.
Yeah, yeah, man. Because you get them so mad. You get them so mad, they just lose it. They just lose it, and they think that by calling me that, I'm gonna get mad too.
Bitch, nigga.
I don't know where you are. I'm not Eddie Kang. I'm not gonna look up your IP address and come get you just because you called me that.
Eddie
Like, I don't give a fuck, man.
That's
Yeah,
gonna
you
be
trying
my
to get a
fucking
reaction.
my new screen name. If I ever game
Eddie
again, I'm gonna be Eddie
Eddie,
Kang.
Eddie Kang.
Eddie Kang.
Well, if we can pick up a new
Yeah.
sponsor, I'll help subsidize your Twitch thing, but only if you get good enough that it will incite racist little white kids to use bad language at you, so we can, you know what I mean? Because that's what people definitely want to hear, right?
Yeah,
That's what people
absolutely.
tune in for, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man. They want the negativity. Negativity sells in entertainment, man.
Fuck it. I mean, I would even hop on the sticks every once in a while and fucking let young black people fucking young black kids beat the shit out of me in NBA 2K or something and scream at me, fucking cracker and fucking honky fucking weirdo fucking hippie shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Yeah, why
yeah,
not?
man. When the new college football comes out next month, man, I want to see how I know it's gonna be because a lot of white kids like college football more than they like NFL, so it's probably really gonna be real racist on there online.
Well, yeah, because a lot of the places out west or in the Midwest, right?
In the South,
Yeah,
South is
South.
real big college football.
yeah, big, and they're big time still fucking racist.
Yeah,
Like
absolutely.
old deep in their bones racist. You know what I mean?
Yeah. When
Like
when they come out the womb, they coming out racist wombs. So
yeah,
all that
heavily
racist pussy juice, man, from the
Oh.
racist amniotic sac comes out on them.
racist amniotic sac.
Hmm.
Vagina.
Coming out of that racist ass snatch, ho.
Nice beaver.
So speaking of racist and Trumpito, we got the debate coming up tomorrow, I believe, tomorrow night with him and Sleepy Joe, which should be a complete
Oh,
fucking
man, that
snooze
shit.
fest.
Nah, I doubt it. That
There,
shit's good.
there's gonna be a
You
lot of
got
good
Trump.
clips.
You got if it was Biden and like Mike Pence, yeah, but nah, you got Trump, man. Trump is entertainment. He's primetime TV. Like you got to tune in. That shit's going to be entertaining. He's going to be
So,
coming at Joe.
I
Joe's going
want
to
to
be Joe, but Trump, you know, he going to bring it.
So I want to play this minute 30 clip of Trump a couple weeks ago. This guy is fucking out in left field. Like, we're completely screwed either way. If either one of these fucking guys gets elected, I mean, you got to just hear this fucking rant.
So I said, let me ask you a question. And he said, nobody ever asked this question. And it must be because of MIT, my relationship to MIT. Very smart. He goes, I say, what would happen if the boat sank from its weight and you're in the boat and you have this tremendously powerful battery and the battery
First of all, he's talking about an electric powered boat.
is now underwater and there's a shark that's approximately 10 yards over there. By the way, a lot of shark attacks lately. Do you notice that? A lot of shark. I watched some guys justifying it today. Well, they weren't really that angry. They bit off the young lady's leg because of the fact that they were not hungry, but they misunderstood who she was. These people are crazy. He said,
What is he talking about?
They just didn't really understand a young woman swimming now really got decimated, and other people too, a lot of shark attacks. So I said, so there's a shark 10 yards away from the boat, 10 yards, or here. Do I get electrocuted? If the boat is sinking, water goes over the battery, the boat is sinking. Do I stay on top of the boat and get electrocuted? Or do I jump over by the shark and not get electrocuted? Because I will tell you, he didn't know the answer. He said, nobody's ever asked me that question. I said, I think it's a good question. I think there's a lot of electric current coming through that water. But you know what I'd do if there was a shark? Or
Look at the guy in the background shaking his head. He totally agrees.
I'm not getting near the shark. So we're going to.
Yo, what the fuck is he talking about? He said a bunch of words.
I think I know what he's talking about. Every time I go
he
near,
must have been high. He had to be high right there because that's a high ass question. Like who? First of all, who was he talking to? Who? I didn't get who he was talking to. Who was asking?
He wasn't talking. He was talking to 4,000 people at a rally.
At a rally.
No. I'm talking about when he was talking about this story. He said he was talking to somebody. Who was he talking to?
Anyone who was listening.
Yes,
he said something about MIT.
He said it's because of his relationship with MIT. He's very smart, but he didn't say who he was talking to.
Okay, so he was just saying this is some shit like, all right, so if he wasn't running for president and you just sitting around listening to two fucking fat high stoners on the couch, this is
what you would hear.
Yeah. Like what?
Yes.
Yo, bro, what if they made electric powered boats and the boat started sinking and there's a lot of shark attacks and would you stay on top of the boat? But since the boat is drowning, the battery's gonna get wet. You'll get electrocuted. Like, so what would you do?
Yeah. And I think honestly, all of his stupidity and all that nonsense that he put out most recently is probably to distract people from the fact that his spiritual advisor, Mr. Robert Morris, the pastor, just got caught on one of those videos that that we showed before.
His spiritual advisor got caught on a pedophile video.
Yeah.
All of them, yo. All of them.
Yeah.
Where do you, like, I don't get it, yo. Like, where do these guys find out that they like little boys or little girls? Like, how do you find out that you like that? Like, what the fuck is going on with these dudes? Like, these politicians. A lot of them get caught up in these things. Like,
how about like if you are, why do none of these people vet their money, right? Like, or it doesn't matter because like when fundraising comes around, it's like we don't give a fuck where any of the money comes from. We just need this much.
It don't matter. It don't matter because you'll only hear about this shit on an obscure podcast like fucking Angry Algorithms, and
Right.
the mainstream media won't fucking bring this shit up and just like go in on it because it's like both sides are fucking got creeps that's doing the same shit. So it's like, nah, we don't
Yeah, and then
wanna.
they'll just tell us they're just biased. It's a witch hunt, and that happens on either side. You know what I mean? They'll
Yeah,
be like, it's unsubstantiated, just like when Eric Swalwell from California was fucking the Chinese spy, but he still gets to serve in Congress, right? So yeah, it happens on both sides. Although Eric Swalwell's Chinese spy wasn't a kid, you know what I mean? It's
yeah,
slightly different, still a Chinese spy, but just not a kid. Yeah, they're all fucking creepy. And just like Joe Biden's people, Warnock and all the other fucking people were all fucking, you know what I mean? What remember his kid, his baby Bible camp, they were getting fucked down there too, or whatever the fuck it was.
yeah.
I'm paraphrasing. That's not really what they called it. That's just
No, yeah. We don't want to
Yeah,
be.
anytime I hear camp, Bible, I don't know. I'll be thinking somebody's getting fucked.
yeah. And usually it's God.
Yeah, beat your ass and hide the Bible with God watching.
God's getting fucked in that case because they're just using God to fuck you. You know what I mean?
Yeah, using God to buy boy pussy.
Mm,
Oh, jeez, they're using God to buy boy pussy. Oh my God.
I think we got our title.
Gary Busey's boy pussy. Or Barry Busey's boy.
Election, we in the prime election season right here, man.
Oh yeah, we're gonna have a lot of material to talk about.
A lot of shit.
Yeah. And in closing, Ron DeSantis signed. This was the only other one you put, as you said, right? Ron
Yeah.
DeSantis, whereas the former President Trump, as Trumpito refers to him, Ron DeSanctimonious, signed 3 new bills. June 27th is now Bible Day in the state of Florida.
Oh,
And he
nice.
certifies male as the official state gender of Florida.
I didn't know there was an official state gender of any
There's
state.
not.
Like,
There is now, I guess, right? And hospitals can sell beer and wine.
yeah,
That's
just
good.
So with
just
all
in
the
case-
pressing
just in
things,
case you want to
yeah.
get take a load off when you in there waiting for your
Yeah,
son to get out the hospital because he was attacked by a guy from Jersey named fucking Eddie Kang because he was beating his ass in fucking Xbox.
yeah, you can now buy. Yeah, if Eddie Kang,
Fucking Eddie Kang.
Eddie fucking Kang. Yeah, what a fucking sad. With with Russian fucking nuclear subs fucking circling fucking coasts of Florida, he thought it would be a good idea. Hey, maybe it is a good idea to sell beer and wine there, right? Because maybe he's planning on. I don't know what the fuck that guy's planning on. He was planning on being president, but that ain't fucking happening. So he's like, fuck it. Let's just let everyone buy beer and wine in a hospital.
Yeah, his numbers is too low.
Unfucking believable. Unfucking believable. I think I saw the House pass resolution a couple of weeks ago to reinstitute the automatic selective service from 18 to 26.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And they allow girls. They saying girls could be in it too, but that's all bullshit. That's fucking bullshit. Like they don't need people for the war no more. Like they're not going to be using people to fight wars no more. And they're going to use technology like they've been doing.
Yeah, like that
Yeah,
fucking
20
robot,
years.
like that robot bartender I seen in fucking Vegas.
Yeah, they got one right out here. Robot servers. Me and Drew went to this spot. I didn't see him while we was there, but Drew had went before with my little cousin, and she saw him. They got little robot servers that come out and bring your shit at this little ramen spot in Cherry Hill, where Cheesecake Factory is.
Oh, that's
That's what I'm
wild.
talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they got the fucking robot arm doing the shaker in the back, and I'm walking through, and I'm like, what the fuck is that? And I'm like,
Yeah.
oh my God, it's a robot bartender. So I started doing a video. I should have sent that one. And I just pan around. I'm like, well, we see how it shakes drinks. I wonder how it fucking is at Handy's.
Yeah, man, they try and get everybody's job out of here. Like, dog, they fucking eliminate bartenders. That'd be crazy. Bartenders be getting bread depending on where you at with them tips.
Yeah, that and bartenders and for some people are like fucking counselors or spiritual advisors, economists to people. You know what I mean?
They taking away all the human aspect with this shit, with all this technology. It's like at my job, they like switch shit around for no reason. It's like, bro, y'all don't realize the fucking human aspect of the shit that we got to do. That y'all changing up. Like, yeah, you're gonna add a fucking stop to this route, but you're not fucking thinking about the fucking guy who has to do this shit, this extra shit. Like, yo, this shit is already a lot. You got me doing this extra stop. Like, it ain't no fucking room in this shit. But nah, the computer says it's possible, so it's possible.
On this cruise I'm going on, there's a robot bar. There's 2 or 3 robots. You go up to the touchpad, you put in the drink you want, and the fucking robot makes the drink, hands it out to you, and it's actually cheaper than going to the bar.
Yeah.
So you're doing.
You don't gotta pay a bartender.
Right.
So you're doing another cruise.
Yeah, we're doing another one. Yeah. We didn't learn our lesson the first time.
That's how they get you.
That's how they get you with this fucking technology shit. They try to make it seem like it's a convenience for us. Like they helping us.
Well, they put it on as like a show. It's like an attraction. You know, the kids like to watch it.
Yeah, it's an attraction, all right. And then that shit's gonna be fucking everywhere, and people gonna be out of a job.
All because Jim had to go on a fucking cruise.
It's all my fault.
I saw some other shit the other day. I didn't watch the whole video, but it was pretty much they said prisoners. They said instead of them serving out their 10, 20-year sentence, they fucking put them in this little pod and they put these things over their eyes and they like reprogram their brain and give them like new memories and shit. So whereas though once they come out of it, they think that, you know, the only memories that they had is what the machine put into them. Like they had like a good life and this and that, like all just erase everything of their past. So they come out, they're rehabilitated. I'm like, man, this shit ain't gonna be just for. I'm like, that shit sound like they're gonna do that shit for regular people.
Wasn't that called Total Recall? Right? Isn't that the same?
Probably. Yeah, I never saw the movie, but yeah, that's what it is. Total Recall. Yeah, I recall this happening in my life. Motherfucker, you
didn't.
You raped and killed my sister, bitch. No, I didn't.
Oh.
I'm a good guy.
All right.
I'm a good guy. I grew up with a good Christian family.
With the most extreme of examples, he's like, "You set the dog on fire," and you're like, "We didn't even have a dog."
Yeah, like I thought you went to jail. You should be in jail. What? I got the fucking new Neuralink. What you talking about?
Yeah. And then guy comes up and sidekicks him in the face, and he's like, he's like, "Oh, I was rehabilitated." That's probably what happened to that guy. He got the bad Neuralink where the fucking Men in Black came up and hit him with the John, like, you don't remember nothing. And he just was like, what? Then the guy came up and kicked him right in the side of the fucking head. Looked like he knocked his third eye off, too. Put it fucking over his eyebrow. You saw that? Wrap us the fuck up. Yeah, that's all I got for tonight. Let's wrap us up. Shout outs to y'all.
Shout out to you.
We're over our time. We'll be back next week.
God willing.